Unfortunately, we already know this. Dandy's World didn't update, but you know what did? Something we care about just as much, if not more. Dandy's Wasteland. Hey, look behind me. Notice something new? Anyway, that's right. Today, we're going to be doing Dandy's Wasteland episode 4. This is probably the most anticipated series I've ever had on this channel, and once again, I have to give the most massive shout out to the amazing and wonderful creator, Transportation OK5843. I cannot say it enough. If you guys haven't gave this guy karma on Reddit, followed him, or whatever, show this man some love. Seriously, you'll probably be seeing more of this guy on my channel. No, like, seriously, I want to bring him on to do something. He is amazing. With that being said, jabronis, we have Connie and freaking Dandy's Wasteland before we have Connie and Dandy's World. I'm not kidding. We have Dandy and Dandy's Wasteland. You know what? Why am I talking so much? Let's just freaking go into it. It's just so beautiful, isn't it? Who do we have on the docket today? We have Sprout. So I believe we've seen 6 people per episode. We've done 4. No, that's not right. I forget how many toons we've seen, but there's only so many left. I'm assuming we're gonna see on this page Astro and Gliten as well. Either way, let's check out Dandy. Hopeless. What are you talking about? Okay. So not every person inside Dandy's Wasteland has an item. However, Sprout does. Sprout's ability is called Pastry Punchers. What a hard name that is. Hey man, you want to fight? Oh yeah, dude, my pastry punchers want to taste. In case you're wondering, I put up my fist. IRL. I would show you, but I'm like a skeleton. An alleged gift from Cosmo. It's not alleged. It probably is. These gloves are specifically made to not only pack a punch, Call of Duty, but to produce short-term healing pastries. What? Oh my gosh. Imagine getting slugged in the face and then someone saying, here, eat a donut. And you eat a donut and you get healed. They won't be as powerful as other options, but it is a fast-acting solution. Do you eat it or do you rub it on your wound? I don't know if I want to rub a jelly donut on an open wound. Sprout still tries to bake in his free time. Of course, I'm sure. And surprisingly, Sprout has below average Iker tolerance. For some reason, I thought him being a main toon, it would be higher, but it's below average. Out of all toons, Sprout is the best hand-to-hand fighter. Out of all of them. I mean, it might do with his knuckle busters, but that's just me. Sorry, pastry punchers. Sprout is bearing his time in the wasteland. That's a good word for it, bearing. He's not happy about the situation and worries for his friends, but he tries to keep a positive attitude in order to pull through and keep going rather than sit around and go down quietly. I keep beating up the whole pastry punchers thing, but when you have an ability or an item called pastry punchers, yeah, I wouldn't go down without a fight either. What kind of a noise do you think the pastry punchers makes? I'm assuming it's like a squash noise, like, why do I say these things? Why do you guys watch this? I'm kidding. Thank you. Thank you. Don't stop. Please don't stop. Sprout focuses heavily on close combat and rushdowns. Rushdowns? What is a rushdown? Rushdown. A style of play that focuses on getting close to your opponent and relentlessly attacking them until they die. Oh my gosh. Sprout's a menace. Oh, it's inspired by a video game. 5 out of 5 on eBay. Rushdown is a sports video game. What? I get so distracted when I make videos. It's kind of funny. It's my video. I do what I want. He has little to no range options, forcing him to get close in order to do damage. Well, yeah, in his rush downs, where he murders people. This might be my favorite character so far. Moving on, I'm guessing, like I said, Glisten or Astro. Bang, it's Glisten. There's not really that much options left. First thing I want to point out, no complaints here. Glisten has weak Iker tolerance. Yeah, of course he does. He's a little baby. Well, I just made it sound like I hate Glisten. I don't. Okay, maybe a little bit. Glisten is still able to teleport. Broken. Okay, broken. But a toon is not required as a target to pull it off. Oh! Okay, so even more broken. Like, I'm gonna break his face with my In addition, he's also able to reflect and parry certain attacks with a short cooldown. He's actually the most broken toon ever. In special circumstances, he's even able to store the attack for later use, though he won't be able to teleport until it's released. Okay, wait, what's a good anime reference to that? Who, like, just absorbs a bunch of energy? Like, I mean, I guess it's kind of like a spirit bomb. It's like a spirit bomb inside of its glass. Crazy. He refuses to admit he misses anyone. Yeah, makes sense. Perfect sense. The cracks on his mirror. Oh, he does have a crack. Okay. Are due to stress. He wants to hide them as much as he can. I mean, realistically, he is the most fragile toon out of them all. He is literally made of glass. The literal hypothetical thing people tell you when you're easily hurt is you're made of glass. He is literally glass. Glisten is hating his time in the wasteland. Let me guess, because he can't look fabulous. It's fair to say he's quite out of his element in such a broken down environment. Go figure. Who would have guessed? Things have been stressing him out more than he'd care to admit, and the best way he can cope is by complaining. I found this fact out the other day. Apparently 80% of human communication is actually just complaining. So it makes sense. So next time you find yourself complaining or in a complaining conversation, you know, be the bigger man or woman. Actually, the majority of you watching are womans. So what? That's weird. That was really weird. Okay, Glisten would what has gotten into me? Glisten I'm taking a break. I think I'm just in a good mood. Okay, we're back. Glisten would rather I can't stop laughing. Okay. Glisten would rather stay out of a fight entirely, but he's so strong. Why? But if forced, he's quite adaptable. He focuses more on dodging and wearing down stamina. But why? Why? He can literally eat damage and, like, shove it back down their throats. Why? Why? Why are you such a baby? Ah! It makes sense, though. Yeah, it makes sense. And coming up last, as I guessed before, I think it is going to be Astro. And there it is, bingo bongo, write a song about it. There he is. And Astro has strong Iker tolerance, which I find it hard to believe. And the question that everyone's asking, the question that everyone wants to know, that no one wants to know, actually everyone wants to know, I don't know why I said no one wants to know, is in Astro's twisted form, if you didn't know, he has 4 arms. And in his normal toon form, like this, his arms are hidden under his blanket. Do you guys think he has 4 arms, or do you think his twisted version spawns them? Me, personally, I made a whole video, well, not a whole video about it, but I made a segment about it. I'm pretty sure he has 4 arms, because there's interaction with him, and I think Tisha, and it alludes to that. Either way, let's talk about items. Dreamwalker cap. Wow, that sounds pretty broken. Doesn't it? When given the opportunity, okay, that is, given the opportunity, hopefully it explains what quote-unquote opportunity means. Either way, Astro has the ability to interact with other toons' dreams. So I guess the cap gives him this ability. He himself has to be sleeping in order to do so. Weird. It's hard to say if it's the cap doing the work or Astro himself. See, I thought it was him, right? He won't say and he won't take it off. What's bro hiding under his hat? I bet Astro has something weird going on under his hat. Despite sleeping so much, he always looks tired because there's a such thing as oversleeping. Fun fact. Or really sad fact, I never learned how to swim. You got that reference. You're cool. Oversleeping can have many negative health effects, including increased risk of disease, increased inflammation, decreased immune function, cognitive impairment, weight gain, headaches, increased fatigue, changes in stress response. Do we think that Astro shows any of these signs? Probably. Astro doesn't care about his time in the Wasteland. The most Astro thing ever said. He's more concerned about making sure every toon is alive and well, trying to act as a makeshift guide to bring everyone back together through their dreams. Good guy, Astro. Good guy, Astro. Astro has a little bit of everything. Range, close combat, even a bit of aerial movement. Ooh, what does that mean? Probably flying, duh. Hopeless. His biggest drawback is his lack of stamina. And no, my voice didn't just crack. I guess Astro is a slow, sleepy, sluggish guy. Fair enough. I mean, when you have literally everything, you need to have some negative, and he's just slow, which is a really big negative. Moving on, here's the 3 of them together. What would we call this crew? I don't know. I didn't even try. The Mood Swing Squad. Counting every second, Glisten is, I miss my wife, Tails. Miss wife, kill wife, hate wife. And Astro doesn't say a word. 2 hours of sleep, suicidal thoughts, 1 Oreo. Okay, so I'm guessing Sprout's thinking about, I think he's talking about their dreams. He has 2 hours of sleep. Astro does. I think Glisten is having the naughty thoughts, and then Sprout's thinking about an Oreo. Ready to fight God. Excuse me? This took a turn. He's gonna fight or become him, and he does have 4 arms. Me and Transportation, we see eye to eye. He also gave Astro 4 arms. What? This took a turn. This took a turn. Like, this whole time, Danny's Wasteland has kind of slowly been telling a little bit of a story. I just want to say that was crazy. Know how to interpret. How do I process that? I don't know. All right. Let's move on. What the heck? No more Wasteland. And coming up next, this is the first time we've seen, like, these crazy Iker splotches. And also, Dandy has red in his eyes. So, I think this is where this is going to get rather cynical. And as you can tell, I think there's Iker splotches on the screen, is he's one with Iker. He doesn't have a tolerance. He possesses it. Talk about me? Well, sure. So someone's asking Dandy questions. I can do that. I've got plenty to say. Actually, see, I've been really busy. What? With the whole world getting messed up and such? That might have been my fault, actually. But don't worry. Once I get things sorted, everything will right as rain. Will be right as rain. I don't know what right as rain is. I think he's just saying, what? I actually don't. Right as rain? That just seems cryptic. Real shame no one remembers me. All the good times we've had right down the drain. I guess that's just part of the process. Are you sure no one remembers you, Dandy? Is that real? I think he's making this up. I miss my friends. I miss Pebble. I miss Astro. I mean, those two definitely more than others. I get that Iker tastes really bad at first, but honestly, it's kind of grown on me. I get that Iker. So is he drinking, like willingly drinking Iker? I'm picking up real sus vibes. Well, I need to drink it every now and then anyway. Okay, so the answer is yes, but at least it doesn't taste bad anymore. So he's like a well-oiled machine, except he's oiled with Iker. I feel like we're about to see a lot. This is about to expand crazily, I think. So here's just Dandy being Dandy, like a demon. And here's something that I've looked at before I've looked all the way deep into Dandy's Wasteland. Here is a whole comic between Astro and Dandy. It's yeah, Dandy and Astro. As you can see, Dandy saying, "It's a great night, huh?" Yeah, but I'd much rather be asleep right now. It's past our bedtime. Come on, Astor. Not Astro. No way I can enjoy a night like this by myself. You of all people should be getting rest, you know? You've got a lot of work to do, right? Well, yeah. Then let's maybe call it a night. I've got a good dream ready for you. Yeah, that's something Astro would say. As Astro looked or Iker boosted. Ooh. Ooh, lore drop. And this is the first time I've gone to the comment section because there's an important thing to add here. Transportation, the creator said, to add a little context, one of the things about Dandy is that mimics don't attack him and he can order them around. So he's like Aaron from Attack of Titan. Take that however you want. This story is starting to open crazy, like crazy. Either way, there's a little bit left of Dandy's Wasteland that we haven't looked at. As you probably saw in the title, last month was Spooky Month. Let's look at Dandy Connie. Dandy Connie. Let's look at Wasteland Connie. Okay, hopeless. Get it together, man.
Here we go, jabroni.
We got Connie, which for some reason's non-canon. Is she non-canon to the Wasteland? I don't know. Either way, there isn't enough information for me to give a solid description on Connie other than the role I would have her play. Connie is a completely neutral party out in the Wasteland. Seems cool enough to me. She's like the mailman, I guess, acting as a messenger for each group as she wanders around. She'll even send messages for Dandy. Yeah, so she's completely neutral, helping the bad guy, but not really doing anything inherently good, like trying to get everyone together. I guess it's because she doesn't have enough lore that putting her inside of, like, their groups doesn't make sense. Which makes sense, because theoretically, at this point in time, Connie hasn't spent time with them, you know? I assume Connie doesn't need to eat or sleep, considering she's a, well, ghost. It would make her travels much easier on herself if this was the case. I think that's a completely fair assessment, to be completely honest with you. Connie out in the Wasteland, do you think a ghost needs to eat? No, they probably also move pretty fast, or maybe not, but they don't need to sleep, so they would move more. If she does move slow, she would essentially be the tortoise and the hare. It's hard to say how much Connie would care about the other tunes. I completely agree. Like, that kind of seems harsh if you scope out and read that, but when you understand what like the angle he's coming from, yeah, I completely agree. How would we know? You know, like, we could be like, oh no, Connie loves everyone. No, you would just be making that up. We're just making it up. Just like how Connie was supposed to come out today. Womp womp. And we have, ooh, yay. For those of you that don't know, this was a scrap tune from the update, but we got it. We got Wilson. Hey, this Pseudo. What the heck does Pseudo mean? Bet you guys weren't ready to learn so much stuff today. Pseudo is an adjective that means something is fake or not genuine. Not genuine, spurious, or a sham. So like fake Yeezys or pseudo Yeezys? I don't even care about shoes. I just figured that would be the best way to envision it. So he's the not genuine Dandy store. Qbert's Trade Center. That's the name of his pseudo replacement. Qbert holds on to a variety of items and resources that you may never know you'd need. As long as you got something to trade, he's happy to give it away. So he's like the trader guy. Qbert is a wandering salesman. That's exactly what he sounded like. He doesn't mind life in the Wasteland one bit. It's a mystery on how he's able to travel so fast or how he keeps stock of so many items in a simple cloak. Try not to ask him, he won't tell. Is it like Naofumi from Rising of a Shield Hero? He's got 2 blots with them. These blots only ever listen to Qbert. It's I don't know how or why. I mean, there's also blots that listen to Goob. If you haven't seen any of the other Dandy's Wasteland episodes, go get caught up right now. What are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? But fair enough. He's got blots with them. He is like an alpha me from a Rising of... Moving on, we didn't get... I thought we were going to get Harvey. Aw, man, I thought we were going to get Harvey. It's okay. Here's Connie and Hubert together. Don't die on us pair. These two are just a pair. A dynamic duo, some would say. Wait, oh yes. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. I love you, transportation. Hold on, wait. I have to do the meme. Wait, oh yeah, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. If you don't know the meme, I just sound like whatever. Lamp, oil, rope, bombs. It's yours, my friend. Gunpowder? Yeah, I have gunpowder for no particular reason. What about a poppy plushie? And what about some rope? Either way, what the heck is going on here? Oh, this is pretty neato, burrito. This is I think this is this man's dialogues. Here, I'm gonna make this smaller so you can actually either tunes. All right, hey, you folks, looking for something? Would you look at that? You're still kicking. Good to see ya. Looking to trade? Not trading with Qbert can be beneficial for later encounters. If you find rare items on your journey, you'll have better items to match the value. Instead of getting mad for not trading, he grows increasingly concerned for you. This doesn't affect sales. So Qbert's just the better dandy. Hope it treats you well. Try to make good use of it. Better in your hands than mine. I think I can use that. Phase 1. Nothing today, eh? That's fine. Be seeing you. Really? You sure that's safe? All right. If you say so. I just think you could use something. And this is a full art Qbert. He looks like a dude that would just care about you. You know? He looks like he wants to give you a hug. And I would give him a hug. You goober. You goober, you. Either way, there is more Danny's Wasteland, but if I go too much into it right now, I don't think there would be enough for a full episode in the future. So we're gonna hang on to that for a bit. In the meantime, jabroni, we sit here and wait for Connie. I'm gonna go live as soon as Connie drops. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. And thank you guys for loving the Dandy's Wasteland series. Once again, could not do it without transportation. The biggest and most gracious thank you to transportation. One, for being so cool with me using his work in a video, and also being open to questions. Or he's just good. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy, and he has really good work. And I hope you see more of him on this channel. You know, I would love for that. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully Connie comes out soon. Later.